What up, everybody? Here we are. I am Cracker Cody. This is going to be a little Oxygen not included. This is one of those games I've been playing for, man, I think I just saw that I had like 312 hours into it on Steam when I first pulled it up. I love it. I am not a master at this game yet, but I really enjoy it. I figured today, since I'm starting a new stream of this, I'm probably going to do a bunch of episodes of this. I'm just going to start a new one. Do survival, standard, random it up, and we'll get into it. Now, excuse me, I had a super early work meeting this morning. To start, well, we'll wait till we see what duplicates we get, but I'll try to explain what my thought process is behind why I choose which ones I do. So, loud sleepers, like automatically a no-no. I just don't choose loud sleepers. Mouth breathers aren't super great either, because oxygen becomes an issue early on, so I don't really want those. String resistance, dope. Tokens is dope, but narcoleptic is fine. What I really do is I go down here and look at what their positives are. So I'm going to end up re-rolling both of these probably, because you can re-roll as many times as you want. This guy's biggest plus is strength, which is not something you need on the bat, so I'm probably going to re-roll all of these. Let's start with you. Cooking's good, but not what you need immediately. It's not really what you need either. Diver's numbs is great. Kindness, strength, construction, nah. I definitely want learning. Kindness, wrenching, tinkering, construction. Wow, this guy's gonna get it all. Irritable bowel. I think I'm gonna keep him. We'll do him for learning to start off. It's definitely something I'm gonna start with. Oh, that's a loud sleeper, dang it. Digging and athletics, kindness, yokel. Can't do research perfect, so I got a digger. I always try to get like a digger, a learning, a researcher, and then usually somewhere in between creativity, maybe some more athletics, construction, digging. Those are kind of like everybody should have those. Wow. Narcoleptic, so I got the learning. I don't know if I need, I kind of want something to create. Nah, we can wait on creativity a little bit at least. So having good digging, athletics, construction, learning, can't do research, blah, blah, blah. Caregivers, cool. Okay, we're gonna name this bad boy the place of what? The place of stuff. Let's keep it vague. Embark. Alright, here we go. It's going to randomly generate me this thing. We'll find out how it goes. Okay, so not a lot of, okay, all my water is above me, which is kind of like the worst case scenario for water, which it's not the end of the world. You kind of want to eventually drain this into somewhere together. Maybe I drain it over, jeez, okay. You're gonna need water pretty soon off the bat. These are so close together. Maybe I just dig straight up in between. It's easier if you can all drain it. Okay, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is making a basin down here for all the water. I'll probably even go even lower, even all the way down here. Jeez. Okay, so let's get digging. I won't need it immediately. You don't need water immediately, but you will fairly soon. I think I'm safe to dig over here. See what's over there. I pretty much put this whole game on super fast speed, by the way, or whatever. You just don't really need to go slower than that. You can if you're trying to explain something or whatever, but I mean, you've got to be able to get back up. I don't know why they always insist on traveling all the way up there. Okay, so that's convenient. That's really nice, actually. One of those right off the bat is not bad. Hopefully get a facilitator or whatever they're called, but we'll see. So I've kind of been doing a little bit of experimentation with size of like floors or rooms or whatever, and I actually started doing 16 wide rooms rooms or floors or whatever you want to call them, and that actually works out really great. Oh, this is going to be nice. I got a little place to drain my polluted water right over here. I am going to have to start right off the bat and do... Oh, they're idle. That's not good. Okay. Let's do this to start. I always do this just because it's there and they can do that. Blah, 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 blah. Do this. Okay, so we're going to plan this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then there's going to be a 2 wide gap before the next room. And that should actually measure out just about perfectly. It'll end like somewhere right here, which is great. And I'm actually, once this is completed, I'm going to take this like all the way down, carve out a big hole, get all the water down there, and that's something I won't do. That's not going to be my first and only top priority. That'll be something we eventually do. This is probably going to be the bathroom right here, so I'm going to make that here in a second. Got to keep in mind you want to leave room for, we can start with this, why not, and maybe do a little bit of this. Nope. Always make your rooms 4. They'll be able to fit like any building in them that you need or would want. There's only certain specific buildings, like when I do certain farm rooms, which doesn't always happen, but sometimes I like to have farm rooms, that you'll do maybe bigger or taller and skinnier or something like that. But for the most part, I always want them 4. Set that to open, because these pneumatic doors do not block anything. Don't block liquid or gas, so it's kind of like the reason to have it there. It just turns into a room, essentially having that there. So I just leave it on always open, and you're good to go. Okay, so I want to do this, and then I'm going to dig down as far as I can pretty much. I need to make bathrooms first, actually. So let's do a little bit of... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this, I don't need to dig that. That's just like a marker for myself. Okay, let's do this. Boom. And we can actually, we can dig all the way over there too. And then we know exactly where the room's at. And we can do plumbing, outhouse. We're just gonna go ahead and put, no. We're gonna go ahead and put, leave one space, boom. Like that, and that is plenty for now. And I'm already gonna have oxygen problems because there's a packet of carbon dioxide over there. So, well, I am gonna dig down here, but I'm gonna wait till they're done with this because this is kind of a priority, and they should have it done by the time we go to downtime. Maybe, except that they can't breathe over there, so maybe not. Come on. You can always change the priority if you want to. I will just so I make sure this one gets built, because that is important to be finished by the end of the day. Oh yeah, they gotta do the ground first too. Okay, y'all better hurry up. I think it's done. Boom. Boom. And then once these are built, I always set them to priority 9. That way they change them or clean them immediately, because you will run into some pretty rough issues if all of your toilets are clogged at the same time. So this, I will get my carbon dioxide to fall down there once I dig down here, and the oxygen that's being produced down here will come up, so hopefully that'll help with that. I mean, they're good over here where they're sleeping, which is really the biggest thing, so. Looks like, yeah, I got water, I got that thing over there, this is nice. This is the first biome I go into. It just is. I don't know why, it's just it's not even the easiest one to manage, really, because it's got a lot of germs, like slime lung or whatever in it, but, you want a place to be dumping your polluted water eventually. And you also want a place to put your compost. The compost will put off polluted oxygen, so you might as well leave it in the biome that is full of polluted oxygen. So, you know, there you go. Now that that's built, while I'm doing this, I'm also going to be making like a little kind of like a workstation room, if you will. It's going to be where my research table goes, station, whatever, and my canister wheels to produce energy and stuff like that, and eventually my oxygen diffuser, which we might not need for a little while. We're going to do some amount of oxygen here. I'm going to just come down here and get these. There's a little bit more up here once I drain the water, but that's actually something we're going to want to do soon. I don't like this. I just don't like the placement of the water. There's if I drain it straight down here, I could do that. If I can drain straight down here into a water basin, I can make that kind of wherever I want. We'll figure it out. This is kind of priority right now because it is. You gotta get that research going early, you know. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna do priorities. So research is gonna be no new duplicates. You're gonna have an up one because you've got the highest relearning. Yep, 3. I also do that with art. No new duplicates. There is other ones I'll get into once they have it, like cooking, even digging, but I'll wait till I have a more duplicates because I kind of don't want them doing anything having higher priorities than others because they're pretty much just going to be doing stuff that I immediately have queued up. It's not like I'm going to be, you know, carving out a big area over here, like dig all this while you 8 people do this and while this happens over here. Then it would have more of an effect. But right now they're just kind of doing minor things that I'm immediately telling them to do, so they're going to do that. And let me get this going here. I put these on the edge. The one's good enough for now. It's just closer for them to get to. I actually set this down a little bit lower. Like 30%. Okay, drainage, this is what I want to do. So, I want it higher than that, and we'll probably end up doing, what we'll do is we'll go like this. Okay, so let's see, that's for, this is for, so that's kind of like the rest of the floors mapped out. If I send them all the way down, could this be the bottom? I don't like wasting even just this little bit of space, but the problem is I got this polluted water right here. Otherwise I'd go like, let's see, where is 4? 4's here. Alright, we're doing here. I don't care, I'll figure that polluted water out. So we're gonna go, that's not gonna be that tall. That probably needs to be at least this tall though, huh? Probably up to here. I don't know, because I'm doing 16, which is so much wider than I usually do. I don't think I need it to be. I do not need it to be this size. But I don't know if this size is big enough. It will be for now at the very least. So let's do that. This is a game of changing things later. So this should be big enough. Let's get this going over here. This will go over here. We will dig out this like this, and put this like this, and dig all this out. Okay, so that's not going to happen for a long time, but we'll get it started. We will research. We will start with... I lied. Employment. Okay, so this needs to happen too. So we're gonna go like this. You really want to get that You want to get them turned into a room. Like this will close off, because then you'll get a bonus. Well, I guess I need wash stations in it first. But I'm just saying, you want to get it turned into a room as soon as possible. Then you get the morale bonus, which is awesome. How's my oxygen? It's kind of pooling. Oh, did I make this too wide? I did. Okay, sleeping time. I think I have a new dupe pretty soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I think if I do this while they're sleeping, when they wake up, because it's the closest thing to them, they like reprioritize in the morning, you know, like they wake up and are like, because there's that little, is it washing? So you just go to sleep, what's this? Yeah, bath time. So they're gonna do bath time first, and then they'll kind of, and since they don't have baths, I guess, they just kind of do whatever first. It's usually whatever's closest, so I bet, maybe, so it must be the closest to wherever they were at the end of bath time. She went to do these things, and he went to do these, and he was closer. Yeah, so maybe it's just the closest to where you are physically at that moment when bath time's over, which is interesting. This is good though. Plus, this will allow me to, whenever I'm ready, break into here. That water will flow all the way down over here and straight down into our water reservoir, which will be nice. I don't know what I'm going to do with this still. I might be able to mop it up depending. It's still going to be a while though, because I'll have to find a super digger or two. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. As long as we're doing research currently on something, we're good. Food, oxygen, those are going to be our new needs coming up. But we should be good. We got a decent amount of food. There's a bunch of stuff laying around over here, so I'll be able to grab whatever is in personal possum, blah blah blah. Some more stuff down here if I really need to, which will be nice. Okay, stuff. Water cooler, cool. Skills board, more important thing. I don't know if they'll do that first. I think they might, but we'll prioritize it anyways. Okay, next research is gonna be food. And I always just go up to here anyways because this is the non-advanced segment, is these first two. Once you go past that, you need all three. And I just figured you might as well. There's other things I'll need to get into after this, sure, like power regulation will be pretty soon. I'll do this probably next. I'll probably do this next, then into pressure management, then decontamination's huge for the deodorizers. Then I'll actually probably get into art and more other stuff, but for now, we'll do that. The skills will run, this should be any second. Yeah, there you go. Skills. So they don't have any yet. They will. Where's my digger? I think I actually have 2 and 0. That's 5 and that's 3. So Nicola, whenever he levels up, he will get hard digging. And we'll be able to finish this up down here. Hopefully all my carbon dioxide is kind of making its way down. It's not really, but it kind of is. Alright, what do we got? Allergies. Really sucks. Digging athletics. Sheesh. Another digger. Ooh, actually, now that I have... I don't know how this works. Now that I have the job board, I might immediately get a skill point. I know once you get to a certain point, all new dupes get automatic skill point. Let's see if it's just all new dupes from the very beginning. We'll get this guy. Boom. Already have one. It's gotta be, right? Yep, Gem's the newest. You're a hard digger now. And you have a hat. Yay. That's cool. I actually didn't know that. I thought there was some kind of like delay period maybe. You know what? I might actually I might make this taller. This is probably not quite enough room for all this water. Yeah, I bet it's not. So we are gonna make this taller. We are gonna make this twice as tall as it was, pretty much. Let's see if we can get rid of these. And then we'll also have to do this, which is fun. Let's see, yeah, all my oxygen are pretty close down there. Let's go ahead and do this as well. Kind of laggy all of a sudden. Can be a laggy game once you get much farther in. Usually I don't have much issue with it until, you know, I have like 12 dupes and my base is 4 times the size of this, and I'm doing a bunch of million pipes running everywhere and electricity and everything. It's probably because I'm streaming. I guess I was just curious to see it happen this way. So yeah, I can tell it's like a little laggy when I move the camera. You can Alt-S does, like, you know, super zoom out. Wow, I can go way farther than I thought. Holy man. Do that. And you can, when you're in this mode, hit escape and it brings back this. However, like your overlay, your HUD, once you zoom in and zoom back out, this is as far as you can get without Alt-S'ing again, which I thought was a little strange, but I guess that's considered a workaround. I don't know. Yeah, let's do this. So I kind of right now have a lot more bid off than I normally would. It's really just because I need to get this water taken care of, because I need water soon. I usually don't like queue up this much of a freaking project at this point in the game. So there's my refinement, which is good. I just like to get rid of those things that annoy me. This is good. Usually what I'll do, so I'll probably just stick these over there because they're gonna leak polluted oxygen anyway. So what I'm gonna do is put a door in here. We'll also make sure this is here. We'll go like this. And it's not really going to stop much of any polluted oxygen from getting out, obviously, because it's a pneumatic door and this and that, but it might help a little bit, and this is where it's going to be eventually anyways, so... do that real quick, too. You know what, all this down here... No, I don't like cancel it. Need a higher priority and stuff. Okay, so they do this first, and then I do need to get food started like pretty quickly. Let's do this, see what we get out of it. Obviously there's a bunch of stuff in there, but the only thing that gives me immediate food I think is, it's a versatile, is the muck root. The rest of the stuff you'll have to grow eventually. What is it? This is like something too. Oh, that's a mushroom out there. Yeah, okay, cool. Get all of that. Do all of the stuffs. Let's, oh, this is here. That's here. Okay. Refinement. Compost. Important to have. Now let's do food. Where do I want to do food? It's eventually going to go... Yikes, that's going to be... closest I'd be able to start it would be here, which would be okay. So I like to do food when I first do it down low, where the carbon dioxide is going to get to it, because they can grow on carbon dioxide, most of them can. And I want to eventually get mushrooms going. That's the best source of food for like the beginning stage, and so they have to be in carbon dioxide. Oh. I just kicked up. Now it's not laggy anymore. I wonder what happened. Must have had something running I didn't realize. Let me check real quick, actually. Everyone's good. Let's turn this off. This should help a little bit. Okay. So, but the problem is I don't really want to get into the slime and all this stuff. especially because that water's pretty close. I think I'll actually be okay with that water. Let's see. So right here, actually, I think. Well, for now, because I'm not gonna have that ready. I'm gonna do this. Boom. Set that priority 6, not 14. 6. There we go. And then once we get over in here, I'll actually do this. I don't know how long it's gonna take him to do that, but no. Probably won't get food started until tomorrow at the very least, but it's a thing. This will eventually be, this room right here will eventually be something totally different, but for now we're gonna go like that. Should be, if I'm remembering correctly, this should be the first thing they do in the morning because it's closest to where they sleep. Or, well, I guess it's where they end up at the bad time. So we'll find out. If not, I'll just prioritize it. So the reason I did this, usually I try to make it all uniform. Like I'll put the edge of this room or whatever it is here. But because it's the water reservoir basin, whatever you want to call it, I want things to drain off wherever I'm draining them in from and go straight down into here. That's why I put them at like the bottom of my base. So this is like this, and then I'll eventually just put another ladder right on the other side of this to go down here. And this room where I eventually am growing all my mushrooms or whatever will just be a little bit not as wide, and that's fine. It doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing, but it's functional, which is what we're going for. Okay, so I don't really need any of that yet. Mess table is kind of important because I also have the water cooler. You can make great alls from the Eden. I like to leave those right off of my food place because when they get slime lung, they can only go so far away from wherever your food source is before they have to do that heavy breathing thing, and whenever they do that heavy breathing thing, they drop whatever they're carrying, so they'll drop their food and you get the stupid starvation notification over and over again. And I am already at the point where I need some oxygen. So what I think I'm gonna do, because you can kind of see there's a lot of oxygen on this side, kind of not a lot here, a little bit's getting stuck in here, that's no big deal, and then the rest of it's going down here. I'm gonna actually put my oxygen diffuser right here. Usually I keep it on the same level as all this stuff, same place, which would probably work fine eventually, but this I think is just gonna get to where it needs to be faster and better. So eventually I'll have the ventilated tiles, which can go straight over, which will really help with everything. It's kind of a necessity for any base, really. It's having those ventilation tiles kind of everywhere. Mealwood seed plant, copy settings, boom. So just start with mealwood seed. It's kind of all you can do at the beginning. It's not the best source of food, but it is a source of food. If things really got into a pinch, I would make a mushroom. What do they call it? A micro musher. I like rarely use that thing. I literally do micro musher. Yeah, micro musher. If you get into like dire situation, you can use that. Like you're really running out of food, it works. It's not good food, but it is food. So actually, I think I need to do bam. Yeah. But this will probably be enough food for me to survive with however many dupes I have until I get mushrooms going, and that'll be once you get to mushrooms, it's like more than enough food for a long time. Honestly, the only reason you get away from mushrooms is because their food quality isn't the highest. You can have a billion of them and you'll have food forever, but when you need to get their morale up higher for so that they can have more skills and whatnot. Sorry if I just did something. You're gonna want to have better food, so like higher quality food. So that's the only reason you even get away from mushrooms. What am I learning now? Pressure management would be great. Advanced. So let's do pressure. Then we'll go to advanced. Then decontamination. That sounds like a plan and a half. So see, this is already kind of pushing over here, which is great, because this is where all the oxygen was. There was none over here. It's already kind of infiltrating other places. And as you can see, it will actually slowly get in here, and other stuff will come out, you know, but when you have those ventilated things, it goes much faster. I actually won't ventilate this room, now that I think about it, because it's got these in it, and with this and all that stuff. Eventually put, like, actual door here. To try to keep some of the polluted oxygen in. I'll put some decontaminant or some deodorizers in here and some wash stations too, which makes me think I need to put. I need to get this done. Is what I need to do. So let's put a 7 priority here. That way, the bottom part of it's done, and I can just move on to. I can start dumping water in there, and I only need to expand it, do the rest of this stuff once I'm ready for more water or whatever. So I can take my time with that. But we do want a little water in there pretty immediately. Now that's like really our next immediate goal. So we're gonna get down in here and do what we need to do. Once I get a decent amount of dupes, especially once slime lung becomes a thing, because this is something I've noticed with these newer updates, is slime lung is just something you can't avoid early on, like really until you get oh wow, this is done. Let's keep this at a higher rate. It's just something you can't avoid, especially early on, and so you need to just kind of deal with that. So he's digging too. Athletics, kindness. I will need this. Not very soon. We're gonna get him digging. You're both diggers. Go figure. You're both diggers. Damn. You are a kindness, athletics, digging. Okay, so I can do kindness on here, right? I'm doing kindness or medicine or whatever. I don't care. Yeah, neither of them had the heart in there. Okay, good. So I didn't mess that up. Okay, cool. You're all people now. I'm gonna give you a hat. And you have nothing, as you said. Somebody gonna freaking run on the. Somebody run on the. Somebody run on the. Oh no, it's because of that. Okay, gotcha. Well, you're always gonna have a 7 then, and somebody's gonna go back up and get on you. Suffocating? Why are you suffocating? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, okay. Cancel. Nope, we need that. Cancel. Get up there, get some oxygen. Holy brother. Scaring me, bro. The only time I ever like kill my own duplicates is by accident when I trap them or leave them somewhere. It's the only way it happens. Jarian is calling me. Alright, hold on 1 second. Hey, Jared to the bear. What are you doing? Oh my god, you guys are amazing. I totally would, but I am about to wait to get my car stereo installed. I'm so sorry. No, just be mad. Will you be madder? I know. I know. I know. I know. Is my I know it. Yep. Okay, well, that was good enough. That was good enough for me. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I hope you guys have an amazing time without me. I know it'll be better. I'm glad you invited me, though. It means a lot. Madison? Like the surfer? Oh, he's eating a boner? Nice. Alright, well, I am back. Sorry about that. My best friend in the world, Jerry, called me. Alright, so, getting stuff done, doing stuff, putting on hats. That's what I like to see. No stress, that's good. Pretty common for this early on. We will start watching that. Can I mop this? Can I mop some of it? Any of it? Okay, so don't do this. But just still dig that. This might make it possible to mop some of this. Mop it, mop it, mop it. Check a setting real quick. Boom. Okay. Here we are. I don't know how the audio is for you guys. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. A little loud for me, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, so if I do like this, maybe 7 that. Ventilation. Come up, come up. Some of it. Yep, mop it, mop it, mop it, mop it. Please. Creativity. 12 toes and iron got. Can't cook, it's a night owl. Digging, cooking, narcoleptic. I think I'm gonna. Athletics is always great, no matter what. And I don't have creativity on that, so we're gonna do that. And then on priorities, when we go to art, we're gonna give him up one. Because nobody else is gonna be doing art except for him. Go ahead and give him a skill. We might as well give him art. Hopefully that was right. Okay, yeah, creativity is crazy high. Good. Mop it. Mop that stuff. Because I don't want that in my water supply. Cannot do this. Some of these mobs. Probably add another bathroom as a goodwill. And honestly, once this is mopped, I'm going to hopefully that'll push it up a little bit to where it flows over and I can mop it some more. I don't really want to take the time to get this all mopped up just because I kind of need to get the water going with the wash basins, as you can see. Let's get rid of all these. Yes, it's okay. I think mopping automatically has a higher priority than any other thing, any other like 5 priority, average priority thing. Maybe. We'll have to find out. Maybe it's because these were cubes first. I don't know. So I think these are just. Oh no, these are still 7. Okay. Right? Yeah. So once these are done, hopefully this happens. That's not what I wanted to do. Don't need that there. We will do this. Deconstruct. Where are we at? We're good on that, so I don't need to really put those things in yet. But I am going to put this in here. Then I'm going to put... actually, we're going to research something first. Advanced research. Cool. I'm going to have a bunch of slime lungs. It's just going to happen. Let's see, this is probably okay. Boom, okay, let's do this. Okay, so there's going to be a bunch of stuff coming up with the oxygen down here, and that's okay. Mopping, keep mopping. Sucks you have to do this, but that's just kind of how water flows. You know? Water in this game behaves a little strangely. It's like slow, you know. Okay, so then I can do this. I think I'll be able to do both of that, and then mop the rest of it up, and then we're good to go. That's what we're doing. That's what needs to happen. A lot of stress. It's just Nicola, because he's food poisoning, he's hopping wet. Probably slime lung. Sleeping should make him feel better a little bit. Maybe. Oh, Devin's just went down. Oh yeah, this is going down a little bit. Okay, well it's not going to go down by much, but this is where we're at. I'm not actually end up having to do that, but we'll wait till we have 6 people, I think. I'm going to add another mouse wheel with another couple batteries, probably. It's not going up super fast, so I probably need to do that pretty soon. Okay, and we're going to play the mop game again. Somebody wants to come build this. I know you do. Here you go. Okay. This should be everything. Okay. We're actually gonna have to go like this. So just do all that, do all of this. Okay. And then we're gonna let this bad boy in because we need a little bit of water. And that actually should be plenty. I don't think it's gonna drip on anything, but I don't want it to. Yeah. Computer. Oh, that's harvesting, which is good. I was dipping 20,000 is kind of like the minimum I like to have, so it should be decently above it. I don't know how much. Here's the thing about harvest days is they take up a lot of productivity. Like any day that you know, because most of the time you have it where they're all harvestable on the same day or whatever. Well, the day that you harvest them all is a day of not a lot of productivity because your dudes are gonna spend all their time just harvesting stuff. Alright. So this is going. That's good. Let's do this. Chaka-laka, a couple more batteries. Alright, we'll bring this straight across, connect it all together. Boom. There it is. What we'll probably do is this. And a little bit of. Good, like up to here. Boom. Get some wash basins coming. I'll try to probably take another dupe next time. And once these wash basins and this is going, we're gonna focus on food, and we're gonna do some rooms. We're gonna do bedrooms, probably even. I'm gonna wait till this gets done so I don't just like have them overloaded with stuff to do. But bedroom will probably be my immediate next, while I also work on getting some mushrooms, getting my food on this, because this is inefficient and takes a lot of productivity to get enough food. Mushrooms is a little bit better. It just yields more food. It's still kind of effort demanding, if you will, or time consuming, but go left, go left. Not saying they don't have any water because this hasn't been built yet, but here we go. And I really need to get to... Okay, somebody's idle. I think that means they're stuck somewhere. I just saw that. How are you idle? Is there really not anything else to do? Holy mother, okay. Weird. I did not realize I was at that point. But, okay. I am going to make some storage so that this doesn't happen. Where do I want to put my storage? Where do I want to put my storage? A lot of times I like it right on top of here. Or like over here. Let's just start with here for now. Storage bin. Do I have granite? Yes. I like to leave stuff like this on the ends because then you can, I like to end up adding deodorizers like all over my base and whatnot, so. It says I have insufficient oxygen generation, but I actually think I'm fine. Now that those are being built, I can also do a new room, bedroom, inside. I think here is where. Nope. Ooh, excuse me. Oops. This is where the ventilation, the airflow tiles is going to start being a thing. Do this so you actually make the ceiling. Do a little bit of this. Oh, alright. Well, I'll get some more copper in a minute. All except for organic. Don't want none of that for the dirt. No eggs. That's it. Yo. Bunch of narcoleptics, which is not my favorite. Just straight tinkering. Wow. I don't. Ranching's good. Creativity, cooking, tinkering. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do unfold. Stuff I don't want yet. Cool. I do have a skill to give. I think this chick is gonna, she's got cooking, ranching. We're gonna do cooking first. Oh yeah, let's actually make sure we get everybody with a hat on because it's fun. Actually does help you differentiate just by, you know, seeing dupes who's where and who's doing what and what they're good at and whatnot. It is a little bit of a visual aid, nothing crazy, but But I usually just put 2. Sometimes just 1. I usually put 2 just in case, because these will eventually put out polluted oxygen as well from the polluted water they drop. These will put out polluted oxygen from the polluted dirt. I'm going to move these beds up here, and once I do, right outside of here, since I don't leave any space in here, I put a deodorizer right here just to try to catch any polluted oxygen that might come out of the door, because it can happen. And it usually almost always catches it right here. Like it's close enough to any oxygen that comes out of here to catch it and take care of it. So I was gonna add down here. I just thought about that. No, I can't remember. Well, I don't do deodorizers yet. I need some more water in here. I'm not quite ready. The only problem with this is I think when it comes out, it's gonna leak all over my base. So, oh, this is what I was thinking about. Perfect. Because this is probably going to happen. So this isn't necessary. Do this. You know what, let's pee that up. Wait for them to build that. That way, any water that does end up anywhere, once I mop it up, it'll just put it right into here. Water. And then we're probably just going to go ahead and bust into this, because I'd like a lot more water in there. And then I can also put some chests down here. Chests underwater don't leak any air, like if you have bleach stone in them or slime or something like that, they won't leak polluted oxygen or chlorine. Okay, almost there. Almost to some decontamination. I'm getting kind of low on food. I don't know if this is quite enough to help, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If I need to add more, I can always add more. Okay, let's go ahead and throw this on here too. I did get another dude, so this is how I do them on 16 wild fours. Boop, boop, boop. I'll add those in a minute. Oh yeah, probably add this, huh? Copy those settings. Let's go that too. This is why you need airflow tiles, so that it's not full oxygen here and nothing here, even though there's technically ways to get in. It just speeds up the process. I don't know how bad it is without airflow tiles. Like, I know eventually it will, you know, if you produce enough oxygen, carbon dioxide will sink to the bottom, the oxygen will sink to the top, or float to the top, or whatever. I don't know how, you know, bad it is. Like if you had let's say a bedroom, because at night when they sleep they consume a bunch of oxygen, put out a bunch of carbon dioxide. I don't know at what rate it would be to have them not consume too much oxygen, produce too much carbon dioxide to where it wouldn't be flushed out by the next cycle. So to avoid that, either way, we put ventilation tiles in. Fishies. Puffs. I've never had a puffed farm. I should probably get to that point. What do they poop out? They produce slime. Yeah. They eat polluted oxygen too, and they excrete slime. So they eat the gas of their own shit. So what that's telling me. Heard, learned, stick that knowledge away. Let's get this new room started. I'm just gonna throw it all over the cots. How many is that? 7. So I can get one more dude and still have enough beds. So I'll probably make 2 of these. We're gonna need more food real soon, I think. Get rid of these. Then if you go to the rooms tab, that's already bedrooms, there's already a bathroom, nice. And they're gonna go harvest. Alright. Actually, we get rid of those first. Interesting. It's interesting to see what the default priority is. Like, you know, everything's technically 5 or whatever, but there are certain things that if they're both on 5, they'll always do first, you know. Which is interesting. Are you guys still working on that? I got polluted oxygen all over my shit. It's all over down here. It's everywhere. It smells like shit everywhere. We're still going, alright. So I was at like 16-ish. Let's see where we are by the end of this. We'll be over 20. I just think it's still going to be a minute before I get mushrooms really going. I gotta dig this whole area out and this and that. Let's go ahead and do this, I think. Yeah, we should move these and pop up into here. And we'll just, you know what, we'll just suffer through whatever water happens to spill anywhere, because it's just going to happen. I don't think there's any avoiding it. We can at least maybe let it drain overnight. Nope. Guess not. It's going to drain overnight, but... Boom! Deodorizer, best item in the game. Haha. Kinda just kidding. Not really though. So we'll put this here. We'll put one here, and then honestly, I just like to throw some around a little bit because it's gonna happen where you just have polluted oxygen in your legs floating around, and you don't want that. This one is annoying. Okay, did I come across anything new? Also, the good thing about having a deodorizer in your bathroom, when you have a bathroom like this, is because the polluted oxygen, when it gets filtered by the deodorizer, not only gets rid of it, but also produces oxygen. So then this room, because it's not ventilated, will eventually get oxygen in it as well. I think the only reason this is like this is because I just carved out a bunch of room, but if not, we'll be adding another deodorizer. Boom, 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 boom. Please don't spill anywhere. That's a lot of water. Is it going to stop anytime soon? It's still pouring in. Lots of water. Alright, I'm actually just going to not have anything queued up for a minute. I'm going to let them just tidy, because that's going to improve decor too. When you have a bunch of random crap on the ground, it's bad decor. Because it's debris, I guess. That's what it's called. So, I'm going to let them pick up. Getting on, nah. Water's mostly done draining. Let's go ahead and do this. Get every little drop out of there. Also knew this was going to happen. I'm actually going to go like this. Oh no, crap. Because then we'll be able to get over to it. We're going to leave it for now. I'm actually going to move this up so maybe that it's not in water, and then I can even move all of this water down into here. I'll have to move this high enough to be here, though, so we'll figure it out. We gonna figure it out. He's cleaning. Yeah, I don't have that much food. Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll get some food. So, let's do it over here. It's kind of the best place to go. Oh, first of all, let's do this. I don't know which side to put these on. I know it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but we'll probably put it over here. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. 3 should be plenty. Alright, So we got skills and research to do. Skills, you are not happy enough for the skills, so you know it's for you. We're gonna go into agriculture actually, because we want. Oh wait, no, this counts. This has farm tiles. I do want this. I do want that information. Everything else in here is okay for now, honestly. This is all important stuff. Stupid people calling me. Stupid people calling me. Alright, so fire pole is very important. It increases a lot of speed. I do need to get to here eventually. I don't need that. I might as well do this. This is like kind of the next thing I'm doing. So we're doing this. Build these things. Yeah, I think the oxygen is slowly spreading out, so I think I'm okay. It hasn't told me not enough oxygen or whatever. Well, let's go do this too. So this is going to give me a little boost in calories, which is great. Alright, get over and get that one too. Do that real quick. You know what, let's go ahead and get over here and do this. I'm going to do a little bit of oxygen too. Ooh. That's a temporary. There's a mushroom there. So I'll get up here. I'll grab that one too, maybe. And then, I know there's some over here. None in here, which I was kind of hoping for. Okay, so this is going to be specifically polluted dirt. See more and more. Just the weight. I haven't even come across slime yet. That's funny. Let's go down in here. Dig up like that, probably. We do want. Let's see. Yeah, it's hot down here. So we are going to want a line of insulated tile first. Then it'll be our actual thingy-bobbers. We're gonna have farm tiles in there. Yeah, dig that stuff. So now, because my food went down by a lot, holy mother. Yeah, that's not good. Need more food. Should get some slime out of this, and that'll be good. So yes, what to do while I wait for more food? I think I'm gonna have to add some more, unfortunately. I don't really want to, because eventually I'm gonna move these all to, well, let's see if we can't just go ahead and, okay. So bottom floor's gonna be insulated. This floor's gonna be these things. I usually do 4 and 4 like that. No, because I can fit more in here. 5 and 5. That should be perfect. I think that is exactly perfect. Let's see. Yeah, and then I'll add a ladder on this side too. And this will all be insulated tile. But this is going to be a different height, because when we do this, we want to leave 2 in between them. So this will be the next row. This will be the next row. This will be the next row, this will be the next row, and then, wow, how did I plan that like that? I want more than that though, don't I? No, I don't think I can. I think that's it. Okay. That's actually cool. Usually I have like some weird level, but I said I must be doing something different. No, for some reason like this. Then it's the same height as my other floors. And the same bottom. Huh. I think I've been doing this wrong before. I think I've been putting the insulated down one. Like, yeah, I've been putting insulated. I've been using these. That's what I've been using these as the bottom floor, like down one here or whatever. Even with this, and then I had to put insulated around that, so I ended up my bottom would be out one, and then that would mess with the top too. So, are you stuck in here? Is that real life? Really? That is crazy. I've never seen that before. Yeah, fudge. I think I might have to, add some more freaking food. I don't really want to. That digging is insane, bro. I give this. Yeah, he goes down happy. I don't want to do that yet. I need some art. What are they researching right now? Oh, yeah. So I'm pretty much just getting. I'm gonna get fridges and put them down here in the carbon dioxide because they will, food doesn't spoil as quickly in the carbon dioxide as well. So, yeah, let's do all. Why would I not? Eat it, don't you dare. Oh yeah, I need lots more food. Okay. Should I just make a micro musher? Should I kill one of these guys? I do have a lot of these guys around, so maybe I will. I eventually want to harvest them and eat them or whatever, but since I need the food, I'm going to do that. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, do any of these guys look good? Squeamish. Can't do care or cook. You can tinker and he's got diapers on his suit wearing. Ugh, that's a pretty good one. Small bladder is not super great. You don't really need any of that stuff. Farming, nutrition, things don't really need that stuff. Definitely don't want. Can't dig and has allergies. You're the worst, Ari. Get an extra mushroom to start. I mean, I know I need food right now, but this is not going to help me for a while. It will help me. This is gonna consume more food, but it's not every day you get a dupe like this. Care and cook. That doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna need more food anyways. Yes. And what's the first thing we're going to do today is make more food. So we're going to go with this. I'm just going to put it right on top of our other one. I don't know why I dug out too wide over here. It's strange. I did. What are we doing on oxygen? I think we're okay. Okay, now we're at the point where you guys start prioritizing stuff because there's too many other things to do. So we're gonna, I'm sorry, I'm trying to run my camera around everywhere. I'm gonna do that. Actually, you know what we can do is we can just go ahead and go like this. Actually, right, crap. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before this is done. So, yeah, let's do that. I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna plant all these up, and then when we don't need them, we don't need them, and that's the end of that. Let's leave it like that. So okay, what did I get? A shit ton more from? It was just a 10, I swear. Maybe I'm digging more out of the ground? That's a possibility. Oops. We're not doing that. Not yet, anyways. Farm station. Fertilizer. Hydroponic. Refrigerator. We're gonna get all this cleared out, and you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna end up freaking replanting a bunch of these, but I need the food, so. Okay, I must have been mistaken. I swear I read 10,000, like just a couple seconds ago. So maybe it was at 18 and my vision's bad. I don't know if I'll need all this, because this is about to get going. Okay, look what we're doing. This is part of the game. You know what we're doing? Hey, remember that stuff you just built? Take it all down. Alright, so they're working on that, and honestly, I think that's going to be about it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will definitely be playing more of this and adding on to the episodes, whether you like it or not. So stay tuned and let me know if you want to see more. Peace.